Hello everyone, in this video we're going to talk about scatterplots. So what exactly is a scatterplot? I'll draw a rough sketch of one and I'll show you a couple examples of some other types of scatterplots in just a moment. Just drawing some random data points here. So a scatterplot is a graph that relates two groups of data. You have a set of data that would lie on your horizontal axis and then one that lies on your vertical axis. To make a scatter plot, you'll plot the two groups of data as ordered pairs. I'd say the majority of scatter plots will be in the first quadrant of a coordinate plane because typically the data that we'll be dealing with are usually positive numbers. Can we have negative numbers in scatter plots? Sometimes yes, but the majority of the ones we deal with will be in quadrant 1. So we'll have positive data vertically and horizontally. So let's take a look at a couple of examples. Here I've got a rough sketch of 3 different scatter plots with a trend line. And what each of these scatter plots have is what we call correlation. So this first graph right here has what we call positive correlation. Positive correlation in general, both sets of data will increase together. A lot of the times on the horizontal axis, that'll be time. Vertically can vary depending on what type of word problem you may be given, but an example could be something like, as the morning hours progress, the temperature outside may get warmer. That's just an example of one. Here we have the opposite. Here we have what's called negative correlation. In general, one set of data decreases as the other set increases. And here's how that looks. This line does go down as we read it from left to right. But horizontally, those numbers are getting larger because we're going from left to right. Vertically, yes, this bar is going down. An example of negative correlation could be time, once again, on the horizontal axis. Vertically, I can say the price of a car. As time goes on, the value of a car decreases. If you own this vehicle, if you're driving it a lot, it would decrease in value over time. Another example of that. And this last one here has what we call no correlation. In no correlation, data sets are not related. It's just a smorgasbord of dots that have no trend. And I will say this too, a trend line on a scatter plot shows a correlation more clearly. And that's what these lines are here. This one going up, this one going down. If I try to connect or try to find some way that all this data is related, I'm not going to have a line that goes up or goes down because there's no relationship between the values of these and then whatever these horizontal and vertical axes will represent. So those are your 3 types of correlation: positive, negative, and then no correlation at all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.